top 10 armed forces of World War II, ranked by power and performance. World War II was the most devastating and far-reaching conflict in human history. From 1939 to 1945, the world's most powerful nations clashed in battles across Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. It was a total war fought not just by soldiers, but by entire populations and industries. Some nations rose from the ashes of World War I. Others emerged from isolation or colonial pasts, but all brought unique strengths to the battlefield. In this countdown, we rank the top 10 armed forces of World War II, judged by their power, battlefield performance, strategic innovation, and impact on the outcome of the war. These are the military giants, those who changed the course of history. 10. Chinese Nationalist Army, Republic of China. When Japan invaded China in 1937, the Chinese Nationalist Army became one of the first major forces to resist Axis aggression. Despite outdated equipment and internal divisions, China tied down over 1 million Japanese troops for years, limiting Japan's ability to fully commit to the Pacific. Led by Chiang Kai-shek and later supplied by the Allies, Chinese forces fought fiercely in campaigns like the Battle of Shanghai and Burma. Though weakened by internal conflict with the Communists, China's long resistance played a crucial role in the wider war effort. 9. French Army, Free French plus Vichy forces. At the war's start, France had one of Europe's most advanced militaries. But in 1940, the German blitzkrieg quickly overwhelmed French defenses. While the Vichy regime collaborated with Axis powers, many French soldiers joined the Free French forces under Charles de Gaulle. These troops fought in North Africa, Italy, and France, reclaiming national honor. Though initially defeated, France's contribution to the final Allied push and resistance movements across Europe secured a place in the top 10. 8. Italian Army. Fighting on the Axis side, Italy entered the war under Mussolini, with ambitions of building a new Roman Empire. Italian forces engaged in North Africa, Greece, and the Soviet Union, but were often under-equipped and poorly led. Despite setbacks, Italian troops saw success in early campaigns and supported German operations. After Italy's surrender in 1943, many Italian troops switched sides, joining the Allies in the Italian campaign. While not as effective as other powers, Italy's global involvement and impact on Axis strategies place it here. 7. Japanese Imperial Army and Navy. Japan possessed one of the most formidable military machines in Asia. Its army was battle-hardened from years of fighting in China, and its navy was second only to the U.S. Japan's surprise attack on Pearl Harbor and rapid conquests across the Pacific stunned the world. From the Philippines to Burma, Japanese forces expanded quickly, using discipline and aggressive tactics. However, overreach limited industrial capacity, and inflexible strategy led to devastating defeats, especially after Midway and Guadalcanal. Still, Japan's early dominance and brutal resistance until 1945 cement its place among World War II's top military powers. 6. British Empire, UK plus Commonwealth. The British military stood alone after France's fall in 1940, holding the line through the Battle of Britain and campaigns in North Africa, with forces drawn from across the Empire India, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa. The British military fought in every theater of the war. They defended Egypt, stormed Normandy, battled in Burma, and pushed through Italy. The Royal Navy and RAF were instrumental in controlling the seas and skies. Britain's global coordination, resilience, and strategic leadership under Churchill rank it among the war's elite armed forces. 5. Soviet Red Army. Few militaries experienced transformation like the Red Army. Crippled by Stalin's purges in the 1930s, the Soviets suffered catastrophic losses during Germany's 1941 invasion. But they regrouped, rearmed, and struck back. Battles like Stalingrad and Kursk marked turning points, showcasing Soviet resolve and overwhelming production power. By 1945, the Red Army had pushed into Eastern Europe and taken Berlin, crushing Nazi Germany at its heart. Their sheer manpower, brutal fighting spirit, and crucial Eastern Front victories make the Soviet Union a top-tier World War II military power. 4. German Wehrmacht. Germany's military shocked the world with its blitzkrieg tactics, combining speed, armor, and air power in devastating offensives. The Wehrmacht conquered Poland, France, and much of Europe in just 2 years. Its generals like Rommel, Guderian, and Manstein became legends of modern warfare. But Germany's war machine was overextended, fighting on multiple fronts, with strained logistics and ideological leadership led to decline. Still, Germany's military innovation and effectiveness, especially early in the war, place it high in the rankings. 3. United States Armed Forces. When the U.S. entered the war in 1941, it transformed the Allied effort, mobilizing over 16 million troops and the world's largest economy. America became the arsenal of democracy. From the Pacific to Normandy, U.S. forces played decisive roles. They helped liberate France, fought through the Pacific Islands, and pushed into Germany. The U.S. Navy and Air Force dominated later stages of the war, and the atomic bomb ended the conflict with Japan. America's industrial power, manpower, and global operations make it one of the most effective forces of the war. 2. German Wehrmacht again, compared contextually. Note: combine with number 4 or reposition depending on style. Use number 4 as the final German Wehrmacht rank and adjust remaining. 2. British Armed Forces, refined. Given their unmatched global reach and leadership roles in every Allied front, the British-led forces merit special recognition. They coordinated Commonwealth troops, managed key war zones, and stood against Germany alone in 1940. From intelligence operations like breaking the Enigma Code to naval blockades and major land offensives, Britain was a cornerstone of the Allied victory. 1. Soviet Union Red Army. By war's end, the Red Army had destroyed over 70% of German forces. From brutal winters to relentless urban combat, they fought with unmatched tenacity. Their role in Eastern Europe's liberation, logistical feats, and final victory in Berlin secure their place as the most powerful and impactful armed force of World War II. World War II was not just a clash of nations, it was a test of strategy, will, and industrial might. Each military on this list shaped the course of the conflict in its own way, from early offensives to final breakthroughs. Some dominated the seas, others held firm in frozen forests. But in the end, their legacy is written in history books and memorials around the world. These were the top 10 armed forces of World War II, ranked by power, performance, and their place in history. Thanks for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the people who shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning and stay curious.